about somebody who in the past decided that they wanted to hold back their emotions from you, or that they were not ready to be in a serious relationship, or maybe that they didn't return the feelings that you had. But we have someone who's looking back over their shoulder at you, realizing that maybe they were like a little bit too rushed in making this decision. They hear something about either the person they chose over you, which is negative, or they hear that you have moved on. Something here, gossip wise, or like an update on someone, makes them realize they really didn't choose the right one here. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wisdom. Oh, or a lot. I am so sorry. Are you okay? Happy Friday. Hello, Zats. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Nat. How we doing? If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. I think we're going to start off with, we'll go with the Golden Art Novel. I hope you enjoyed your holidays. Yes, there's still a little bit left. No worries. We've got the Seven of Swords, Six of Cups. See, this is someone who didn't want to be honest about what you mean to them. Hold on, we just need one more candle here. With the Seven of Swords, this is like, oh, no, I don't want to tell you what's really going on or how I really feel. I'm just gonna walk away. No one will know, no one will ask. But this is someone who thinks about what you brought to their life, or someone who thinks about how you've changed them, or how they wish certain things were still possible. I think they're regretting this ending, but it's tied to something else. See, this Ten of Swords is betrayal. They either feel betrayed by the person they chose over you, or they feel betrayed because you have chosen someone new. And that would be awfully rich coming from a person who decided to walk away or keep their feelings from you, right? Like, no, you were supposed to keep chasing me even though I told you you never had a chance. I just don't understand. Queen of Swords in the reverse and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Someone says something impulsively here. This is the, wait, what moment? Because it's clarifying the Four of Pentacles where the cat's looking back over his shoulder. It's like, what did you say? Who did what? Who and the what and the where now? Hello, Rachel. Hello, Rock. What's up? Good morning, Stephanie. Happy Friday. Happy holidays. What's up, Massimo? Hello, Famous Seamus. Hello, Mac. Yeah, I don't know. It's always nice to find a YouTube video when you have the luxury of being able to like lay in bed for a little while. So why not offer y'all like an option, right? Hello, Sagittarius Travis. That's cool. We've got the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords. Oh, I do like that because we also already had the Six of Cups. And the Lovers. Oh my gosh, you guys. The number 6 is definitely important. And this talks about somebody who is getting into a better situation. I feel like this is them hearing that you're dating someone new. Because this isn't everything is falling down around me. It's I'm experiencing like that fear of missing out, right? Like, because I look over there and there's something else that's going on, or someone who used to be mine, and they're over here like, hey, life is great. Why don't they miss me? That kind of thing. So they're nervous because things are going well for you. For some of you, this doesn't have to be that you're in a new relationship or met someone new. It could just be that you were looking extra good. It could be that you're successful much more than you were before, or that you figured out something important. I feel like it's more flashy though, because we got people that are talking about it. So maybe you're going on a date and someone sees a post about it, or someone actually sees you on the date. Good morning, Francisco. How you doing? Okay, that sounds good. Oh, well, I hope you get to relax then. So we've got the Eight of Wands in the reverse, the Fool, and the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So they're the ones who decided, I'm going to stop talking to you, or, you know, I've got other things that I need to pursue, other people that I want to pursue. They went off in this new direction. They turned away from you. And you were like, oh, okay. But when you have interests that take you away from this person, they're mad about it. They're like, wait, where are you going? You didn't invite me to your birthday party, so not where you are? I don't know. This person's weird. I'm gonna push you away and tell you I don't like you and then ask you why you aren't following me. This isn't second grade, my friend. Nine of Pentacles, Page of Wands in the reverse, and the Five of Pentacles. Why haven't you reached out? Why haven't you called? Why don't you miss me? Why are you over there like enjoying being by yourself instead of thinking about me? Yeah. I think this is someone that you're in no contact with that really thought you were going to chase them, or really thought that you would hold a place for them in your heart and not pursue something new or not move away. They felt like you looked at them as a soulmate or the one, and that you would just kind of like hang tight. I'll be back in like 6 months, you know, like what? But they held back their feelings. I don't understand this. I mean, I do. I've seen it. But they're real upset with you after they stopped talking to you. I feel like the phone works both ways. Oh, that's a line in a neighborhood song. It's gotta be off of the Wiped Out album. I can like hear the song, but dang it, what is it called? Is it Baby Come Home? I don't know. If y'all add that in the comments, it'll make me very happy. Hello, Leitz. How are you doing? Hello, John. Hello, Baker. Hello, additional John. Leitz, I do personal questions at about 30 or 35 minutes in, with priority to those who tip or donate. Wow, I do some freebies as well. It kind of depends on how hungry I am. Entrapment. Pregnancy, money, heartstrings. For some of you, there is a pregnancy involved in this. You could be starting a whole new life, starting a family, and this person's like, what? For others of you, this is about the heartstrings, right? They didn't realize how much they actually felt for you until they hear that somebody else has been hanging out with you, right? Or that you're moving away. There's something here where it's like, but I thought you wanted more of me. Maybe not. Hello, Naoji. How are you doing? Hello, Janice. I would say most people tip for one question between like $2 and $5 or $10. Exactly. Wow. This is somebody who is they're thinking about you with someone else, not like, you know, giggity. This is like, if you're getting with someone else, then that means it's really over. So they're trying, I feel like they're asking questions, trying to figure out how serious something is with a new person. Hello, Stephanie. Thank you for the tip. Between C and U in 2026. And will there be union I got you. Thank you. Hello, Monroe. How are you doing? Yes, thank you for liking and subscribing. I appreciate it. It's a free gift. We've got Soulmate. I think this person views you as their soulmate, or they were convinced that you thought they were soulmates. So it's like, oh, you're always going to be there. Oh, thank you, Janice. And Janice, if you have not been here before, I get the general reading done usually in about 30 minutes. We're about 11 minutes in right now. And then I go through the list at that time, at the end of the general reading. You would be second on the list. What are Kenny's current feelings about relationship? Thank you. All right. Let's see what else we've got. Perfect. Oh, I'm sending you a big hug, Baker. I hope things get better for you. Thank you for the tip. I will pull some cards for you, and I hope you feel a lot of fresh energy with the new year. And if y'all have a moment to extend some kindness, which I know you will, to Baker. Exactly. You're so kind, Rachel. So look, this person from your past who walked away or who chose someone else, who hid their feelings, didn't want to make it seem like this was a big deal, but also felt like you looked at them as a soulmate. This person is looking for an opportunity to meet with you in person because they don't want to believe that things could actually be over. And they feel like maybe there's some way that they could get you back. They want to tell you that they are doing better than they did in the past. Oh, thank you, Nat. Oh, what a great question. To work on for better relationship. I've added you, thank you. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. Hello, Mara. We've got, thank you, Baker. What is Bruce wanting from me? Oh, I'm sorry you're going through that. I have added that as well. Oh, I was hoping you'd won big. I walked into a casino once, played $5, won $75, and stopped. And everybody else was like, what do you mean? I was like, well, I won. Like, my chances are only going to go down from here. I won on the first one. So, like, to me, that's like a one and done. Like, we're good. So I suppose that's why I'm not a very fun person I take to the casino. We have Drama Queen. Look, I don't like this person. I'm not going to lie. I think they're coming back around because they're jealous. I think they're coming back around because you called their bluff. I think they're coming back around because their manipulations on you didn't work. Boo-hoo. I don't feel bad for them. They had an opportunity with you, and they were like, oh, I probably shouldn't do that. They didn't take it seriously. you know? Yeah. Hello, Trevor. How are you doing? No, it was more the gesture, the jerk gesture. If you want one thing and then you walk exactly the opposite way, you know, like, have you ever been walking down a long hallway and there's a stranger at the other end, and it's not a very like broad highway or hallway, so you have to like kind of navigate like, how am I gonna walk past this person? And they do the like, oh, am I gonna go on this side or that side? Ah. And then you just make it awkward. Like, this person made it awkward. All they had to do was be honest about what they really wanted. Oh, thank you, Janice. Is Kenny currently romantic? Ooh, I hope not. For those of you that have tipped twice, I will group your questions together just because I don't want to make you have to like watch multiple portions. So I'll do both of Janice's together and both of Baker's together. Is Kenny romantically interested in someone else? I sure hope not, but we will find out. Hello, Carl. I think it is a thing for Christmas. At least I've seen some of it. In fact, that might have been a Christmas story. No, well, New Year's maybe? Yeah. So we have the Queen of Wands, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Four of Swords in the reverse. This is someone who had an opportunity to resolve the connection with you or reconcile with you, but instead they were like, I don't know, I'm busy like doing things with other people. Like, how many ways could they fumble this? So you were like, okay, bet, like, I've got the message. You're not interested. Like, you could have just said that. I feel like they stopped talking as frequently or altogether ghosted you. They did not handle this in a mature way. Like, can you give me something to work with here, person? I'm going to refer to them as the Queen of Wands, but keep in mind this does not have to be a woman, right? They did come through as somebody who is capable of being quite toxic and probably a bit thirsty. Oh gosh, I'm parched. Do you have any garden tools around? Hello, Rhea Hope. How you doing? Two of Pentacles. Five of Swords. Three of Cups in the reverse, Nine of Cups. This person chose someone else or didn't want to be committed. Like, I'm sorry, so sad. Do you expect like retail stores to keep your favorite pairs of shoes for you just in case you come back too? Like, this person's entitled. They're like, oh my, look at that. We have so much in common. Or, hey, we really get along. Well, that's terrifying, so I'm going to sabotage it. I don't want to need you. So I'm going to ghost you. Or I'm going to start showing interest in other people. I'm going to make, you know, little things turn into big arguments. This person didn't know how to handle it. It's like, it's like I see little hearts over someone in a cartoon and then they like smoke bomb it and disappear. Like, ah, I'm scared. LOL. That's a great typo there. Absolutely. I try not to say that that's like the definitive element. For me, the strongest like themes that come through for a Queen of Wands in the reverse would be a lack of confidence or, you know, some sense of insecurity that often leads to somebody being very hung up on external gratification or attention, which, as we all know, will often lead to people feeling like they can't commit. So we have the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Wands. I think this is somebody who went elsewhere. They were thirsty. They wanted attention, just like we're talking about. It's the Queen of Wands in the upright. We'll give them credit for that. But then we have the Seven of Cups. So it's like, yes, I have great qualities, but I also mask the ones that I know people wouldn't appreciate, right? That's funny. So I'm going to be real with you. This Ace of Wands, it's very floral, right? Is a card that can also talk about body parts. To think of how I can say this classy. I haven't seen this. I feel like this is a person who has been trying to get with two people at the same time. That is a new one here on the channel. I feel like this is someone who wants to be wanted by multiple people or literally wants to experience that. This is someone who's focused on goals as a way to distract themselves from what emotionally feels like the right situation. Hello, how's it going, John? Hello, Lainey. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Yes, exactly. So, wow. Okay, there's confirmation for me. Now, this is a much more romantic devil card than most of the ones out there. I don't think we've pulled another one yet, but generally we have, you know, Lucifer up here, and he's got like two little minions who are in chains. Do with that what you will. In this instance, we got those, aren't those mariachi dudes, right? I feel like this is someone romancing multiple people, and they want both people physically. And this is like what they've been up to. And they hear you're interested in someone else, and that makes them mad. Like, you're not even chasing half the people they are. I don't even think you're chasing. Oh, Lord, this person. So they want to come back around. They want to write you a text message. Why do I feel this is going to be unhinged? I just like, dearest former lover, hast thou no chill? Why are you naked with that scoundrel? I don't know if they're just gonna like try to dress up their jealousy. I don't know if it's gonna be like, you know, a lot of like subtext, like, oh, I heard you're hanging out with somebody. Like, yeah, I heard you're hanging out with the whole town. They really have no place to judge because they've been going after a roster. And they're mad because you're interested in someone else, or someone has exhibited, you know, that they're interested in you and you're considering it. So this is like, no, you have to choose me, after they refused to choose you. Just, I really want to play some Alanis Morissette right now. Thank you. Sometimes I worry I go a little bit too far with the sarcasm, but I get a little irritated when people are like this short-sighted. It's like, hey, the thing I've been doing, you can't do it. It's only okay for me to do it. Okay. So we've got the Tower in the reverse and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. They can't change your mind or cause the same level of drama in your life because you care less. I'm not trying to make it sound like you are just like not a good person. I don't think that's true at all. I think it's you read the signs. You're like, okay, this person doesn't take me seriously. This person thinks this is a joke. Like, am I a joke to you? Thank you, Leitz. I hope I'm saying your name right. And let me know if you'd like me to pull a few cards for you. Hello, is it Lindsay? How are you doing? Hello, Roya. Hello, Tuxedo. I assume that means just pull some cards for you, and I shall. Look, I think you saw the truth of this person, that they're non-committal, and maybe tried to show themselves in a light that wasn't entirely accurate, right? Because they're an illusion. There might be something that this person is specifically very concerned about as far as their looks or their insecurity. Sorry, I have a baby Jesus, and or not baby Jesus, a regular Jesus, and sometimes he falls over. I meant baby in the sense that he's a real small dude, you know? He always falls over. I feel like this is somebody who now they're going to have to realize that the people that they were so excited to chase, the people they wanted to, you know, get naked with, are a lot less compelling now that they know you're not there waiting for them after they have their fun. There's this Patsy Cline song. You've been around or running around with like 2 or 3, and once you're done with them, come on home to me. Patsy, let's have some self-respect here, okay? That's just 2 or 3. That's what this is. This person's like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. I don't feel like I have to choose you because you've already expressed to me that you have feelings. So I'll just be like, you know, doing whatever I want. Oh, sorry, Leitz, I should have explained. I'm gonna start the personal questions in about probably like 5 minutes. And I've got Stephanie, Janice, Baker, Nat, and then Leitz. So I would go through that list. It would, if I had to guess, I would think it'd be right around 40 minutes or like in about 12 to 13 minutes that I would be doing yours. I know. It's like, can we like work on an even playing ground here? Like, if you have an expectation, then like, why would you not feel that's something you should offer to the person you're dealing with? Well, it's because this person is a little bit unreasonable. That's the nicest way I can put it, okay? But this is someone who felt like they had time to be single, so they're wild oats, and you would just be like, oh, are you done? It's my turn now. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. It was a little worse than a doctor's office, but you know, I've been waiting patiently for you, and you know, like knitting and baking pies. Sorry. No, instead you were like, this doesn't seem like a good situation. You ain't serious about it. You're over here flirting with like Joe Schmo and I don't know if I should say that. Haley Ho. I'm sorry, I had to. Don't hate me. And also, if your name is Haley, I actually really like that name. I just had to go for something that had the H, okay? So we have the moon in the reverse. You know that this person's not serious. You know this person's not going to be trustworthy. So for you, it's like, well, the game's over. If I can't trust you, like, what am I trying to accomplish here, you know? And I'm proud of you because you're not gonna stick around and let someone mistreat you or be disrespectful or try to like play in your face. Instead, you were like, bye-bye. You are the weakest link. So we have the Four of Swords. You chose to heal. You chose to focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. And now they're worried about it because someone started to really appreciate you. They were expecting you to be miserable. They thought you would be heartbroken. They thought like you wouldn't be able to think about anything else. You're a little bit more progressed than they expected, or more emotionally mature. And I feel like they struggle to understand the respect that you have for yourself because they don't have that respect for themselves, right? Leitz, if you want, I can do, what's it called? Timestamp for your reading. I can come back afterwards. And I'll put it in the comments. All right, so we have the Four of Cups in the reverse and the Two of Swords. So they wanted you to revisit this idea of whether or not the two of you had more of a future together. And I feel like you look at it as very unwise use of your time to try to reassess this. You've already figured out you can't trust this person. What are you going to do? Go, okay, I would like to order trust. Okay, now I trust you again. Isn't that great? It's not, fries and a shake. So I feel like there's communication from this person. They want to make you feel guilty, or they want to find a way to like make you choose them again. But the reality is either you're already invested in like moving away or a new connection or something else that's more important. Some of you, it's not even about like I'm choosing someone else over you. It's I'm choosing to not entertain people who would treat me that way or leave me in that kind of confusion. So they're going to end up feeling like they read the situation completely wrong when they felt like they could go off, hang out with some new people, and then come back around and you would still be waiting. All right, this is the Romance Angel Oracle. We'll pull a few from here and then start on those personal questions. We have, it is safe for you to love. This new person is, I think, someone who's worked extensively on the things that they need to. They take healing seriously. I do feel like either for you, I guess I didn't really give you a name. Oh, the Nine of Pentacles would work. This is somebody who has worked to be less dependent on others and make sure that they remove themselves from toxic connections. And I do feel like there's some element here of having forgiven parents, either on your side or this new person's side. And probably this Queen of Wands could benefit from some forgiveness or some healing to do with family. Yeah, we've been talking about trust a lot, and it looks to me like there are friends here who are excited about your new love interest. I do feel like there's going to be some positive support and advice that you get from friends who genuinely want to see you happy. So I like to see that. So don't worry about that person from the past. They have, some lessons to learn, but, you got some cool things to do. All right, let's start on those personal questions. We've got Stephanie, Janice, Baker, Nat, and then Leitz. For Stephanie, we've got what is the energy between C and S in 2026? Six of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Two of Swords. Emperor in the reverse. Okay, there's something that's going to go really well for you in 2026. It could be job related. It could be a creative pursuit. But there's someone or some group that is celebrating you, and it puts a strain on this connection. because I do feel like it's contrasted by C going through difficult financial issues. And so there is this choice. Do I like set aside my own frustrations and just like celebrate and be happy for someone that they're successful? Or do I kind of like spiral because I feel like I don't have control and you do have control? So there's a need for, choosing the right path and being supportive and being good to someone versus being jealous or letting that kind of, I don't know, erode the connection. Will there be union? Yes, but it's, how do I say this? It's like when you're baking something and, it has to rise, or like crispen up, If you take it out of the oven, if you try this connection too soon, it falls apart. If there isn't enough attention given to the healing process, or if things are rushed, then it crumbles. But there's a great possibility of happiness together if there is enlightenment and dealing with these issues of maybe being a little bit jealous or struggling financially, that kind of thing. Then there's a path to happiness. Hello, Aqua Beauty. How are you doing? I hope you have a wonderful weekend, Stephanie. We've got Janice up next. We're going to go with the Edgar Allan Poe. What are Kenny's current feelings regarding their relationship? Hello, Barbara. How are you doing? Six of Cups. Fond memories. Three of Swords in reverse. Someone who has helped me heal through difficult things from my past. But with the Four of Swords in the reverse, it's like you've helped me to deal with things that I needed to deal with and helped me to feel like more myself. But there's also problems between us. It's like I crossed some things off my list, but then added others. We have the Devil and the Ace of Wands. This is someone who is obsessed with finding a way to have a new beginning or a clean slate, a fresh start, but they feel like they keep getting in their own way. With the Nine of Cups in the reverse, it's like, I don't know if this is just somebody who struggles to be happy, or if this is someone who has a tendency to kind of revert back to being a little self-absorbed. Is this person an only child? There's also a need to reevaluate who it is that is talked to about the relationship. There could be some friends or family that are not exactly helpful when talking about this relationship. Janice, we also have, is Kenny romantically interested in someone else? I think there is interest. I'm trying to figure out, is there actually like doing something about it? I feel like there's curiosity here, but not like pursuit. So I'm a little frustrated and I'm wondering like if I should, kind of thing. But I don't like that we have Emperor and Empress in the reverse. This is like, I would want to see these cards in the upright to indicate somebody who has a level of like self-control, right? So I do feel like this is someone who is contemplating maybe being a little bit flirty online. But as far as like meeting someone, I don't think so. I feel like this is Like, I feel like there's love. I want to be in this relationship, but I don't know if I can really be myself. And I don't know if my partner is really being themselves, because we have two people in masks. So y'all need to talk. I don't know if this is someone who would be open to therapy or if there's just a better way to approach communication. But I do feel like this is someone who lacks control in some way, and they're contemplating whether or not that's a way they could get it. And I wish you luck and sending you healing energy on that. Hello, Hooks. How are you doing? Hello, Zephyr. Hello, Lennis. Hello, Balance. How are you doing? Hello, Scammy. What up? All right, so we've got Baker up next, and then Nat, and then Lewis. Baker, I just went right to the Hocus Pocus Tarot deck, so that tells me that you must be pretty cool. Maybe you like the Halloween season. Why, or what is the purpose here for Baker? Why is Baker here on Earth? Three of Lightning. Three of Swords. Seven of Pumpkins or Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Six of Candles. Wow, okay. You are a humble teacher. You are someone that people might underestimate. Like, the way I'm seeing it is almost like undercover boss. Like, people don't see you for the real energy that you possess. It's like they ascribe to you some, like, you're not good enough, or like, I'm better than you. There's just this inherent judgment coming from people around you. And sometimes the best wisdom, or, you know, the best workers, the best romances, we've got people that get underestimated. So I feel like you are here to teach, in my opinion, proud people that sometimes they're wrong. There's an expectation here that you will not do certain things, or you will not achieve certain things. Some reason to believe that you can't be as successful as someone else or as others. And you are meant to overcome the challenges that people think are too much for you, to teach those individuals to have a heart. Because I see some mean energy towards you. Like I said, judgmental. Like I want to see you prove me right, that you can't do things. But I do see you overcoming that and proving them wrong. I am really sorry for what you had to go through. But you're going to have a much better chapter. It's like you paid all of these dues up front. You went into the red. You, you know, have less now, while others may have, you know, gotten credit cards and bought a whole bunch of stuff they couldn't afford. Things improve for you, and they go the other way for the people who have tried to keep you from succeeding. I'm not wishing any ill on anyone, but I do feel like this is about karma and you being placed in a place of honor because people were trying to keep you from that. Yes. So I am sending you healing. I am sending you a hug, if you like hugs. I believe things will get better for you, and it is meant to make other people change their perspective who were very convinced that you did not deserve to be successful or gain anything. Yeah. So you are a humble teacher. What does Bruce want from me? The Empress. Knight of Potions. This is someone who wants you to be compassionate and caring and considerate. But if you look at the progression of cards, this, by the way, is the Two of Cups, which talks about love. But it's with this Knight of Potions, it's like it's an illusion, right? Like, here, take this love potion. Because you're seen as somebody who offers, like, you're actually genuine. But what they offer, I don't know if that's genuine. So this is somebody who expects you to be kind, expects you to be generous, expects you to be loving. And then it's like, here's some vapors of love for you. This is not real, but like, at least, you know, you can pretend. So this feels to me like codependent energy. What can I get from you without having to give you anything? Page of Candles, Five of Pumpkins. This is someone who would flake out on you. So let's say they need your help moving, you help them, and then the way they were going to like pay you back for that was buy you art supplies. They would forget to do that and then like never call you again. This is somebody who wants to get what they want, but they don't want to give in return. And you deserve someone who returns this energy that you offer. Yeah, it's not a good way to convince somebody that you care, and you deserve somebody who shows through their actions that they genuinely care about you. Just know that it's important for you to still be able to discern the good people out there, even as you've had to deal with a lot of very selfish people. Because I do feel like things, it's like it shifts for you. Multiple things improve, and you get access to people who actually want to treat you with respect, which you deserve. So, yeah, sending you blessings. And we've got Nat up next. We're going to go with the Weird Cat Tarot. Is there anything that Nat needs to work on to ensure a better, or I think it's healthier, love future? Eight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Empress in the reverse, the Chariot. You stay around too long. You give more to a situation when you should see that somebody is unwilling to do right by it. Look, there's a level of patience that we have, or that we should have, with children because they're novice, right? They're new. They don't get it. There's some things that we have to teach them. But when you're like an adult, we all have to consider where we are in that journey, right? But when you're an adult, if you're going to do the like cross your arms and like, then I'm sorry, like go sit at the kids' table. I feel like there is a need to be more precise with when do I enact boundaries, when do I decide that this person's intentions are not okay. Because you cannot give more love to a selfish person and then find that now this person's going to treat me well. Don't throw more love at a person who is not willing to show you the energy that you deserve. Show them absence of your love. Not to be manipulative. This is not like I'm going to play the silent treatment game or I'm going to ghost you. If someone shows you that you are less of a priority or they do not want to show up for you, consider what your options are and do not flood the scene with more love. Pull back as well. Mirror, right? I feel like you're able to figure out that things are over, but you keep trying when you could be working on yourself. When you work on yourself and leave when you're supposed to, I feel like this enables you to move faster through like that cycle or that healing. And then you become this emperor energy. So be confident in your perception, your discernment. Take action, walk towards new chapters when you are ready for that current one to be over. We have the Seven of Cups in the reverse, Page of Swords in the reverse. Trust your gut. I feel like when people do not say something, or like whatever, there's like maybe a little bit of subtext, I feel like you pick up on that real well. Trust your instincts on that. Like, I know you didn't say anything, but like your general like energy tells me that you're a twat. It's not gonna be that. But like, you've got a good ability to understand what is not being said by a person that serves you well. Death in the reverse. There's also something here about focusing on your creative or professional pursuits. There's something unfinished here. You need to finish it. When you finish it, you feel more confident and you attract in a more confident energy. So have to. At least like maybe you could start in the new year, you know, or continue, whatever. But this will impact your confidence and who you bring in. Ooh, lordy, lordy, I left this behind. Ooh. I see you attracting in a King of Pentacles. Someone who's capable of commitment. Somebody who is like they got their ish together. Hello, Erkin. How you doing? Hello, Dana. How's your day? All right. We've got Leitz up next. This is the, hold on. It's there somewhere. Soul Cat Tarot, right? Yeah. All right. Thank you for your patience, Leitz. What do we have? Oh, you're so welcome, Baker. I'm glad to hear that, Erkin. All right. What do we have for Leitz, please? The Wheel. Things are changing for you, Leitz. Ooh, and the Temperance card? There's someone here who is making things more favorable for you. I kind of feel like this is someone who's passed away. King of Swords in the reverse, the World. I feel like there's a positive change in your circumstances. A new job, a windfall of money, someone who expresses that they're sorry to you. There's this shift that happens, and in part it's because there's this angel looking out for you. Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands in the reverse. There's some financial exposure or concerns, struggles, feeling like I need to save, feeling like I don't know if, you know, things are gonna go the way that I need them to as far as that security. So it's like, do I do this or do I do that? Do I pay this or do I risk that? I feel like, see how it's like all tangled up in the net? It's like, I don't know how to get out of this problem. But I see it's like someone's like scooping you up and putting you in a better spot. And like, how does that work now? Is that better? Six of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who's protecting you because they feel like you've had an unfair go of it because of someone in your family. So this would be almost like a grandmother or grandfather is super protective over their grandchild because they feel like your parent has never really treated you the way that you deserve. It's like that or something similar. So this is someone who wants to make sure you follow a plan and it's like it leads you right to a treasure. This person wants to make sure that you get to where you're meant to be and where those finances would improve. So if there's a new opportunity that comes your way, take it. This is from the person who cares about you and gets you out of a dark chapter or like if you're a plant that needs to be in full sun, but you're in like mostly shade, it's like the gardener comes through and scoops you up, puts you into a much better place where you get to enjoy the sunshine all day. So in other words, don't be mad if you get uprooted. Don't be mad if there is a pretty significant change. It's for your better. Like, it's for your betterment or for like your finances to improve. And someone's looking out for you. Is there anything else that Leitz needs to know, please? 9 of Cups. 4 of Swords. 10 of Cups. There's healing coming to you with regards to the love department as well. I do feel like there's something really important that happens in the month of January. You feel like you belong, especially if you are being uprooted, if you move somewhere, if something enables you to go where you want to go. This could be what also helps you to meet someone that is really supportive, or this moving helps you get a relationship into a better mind state because there isn't like all these distractions around you. So be ready to go on a new adventure. Someone's looking out for you. And I'm just going to pull you a few Zodiac fortune telling cards, and then I'm going to go eat some breakfast, okay, y'all? So, Leitz, a guest coming means trouble. So if someone's trying to invite themselves over, you might want to find a different way to go about that. We've got, regardless of opposition, you will be successful. And I do feel like you've had a fair amount of opposition, but someone's looking out for you. Be careful of a serious flirtation. So there's someone here who would get you caught up in something that you don't need to be getting caught up in. So I would decline this person, whoever this flirt is. Hello, thank you, Baker. Will I ever find love? Yes. 7 of Wands in divine timing. King of Cups. This could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I feel like right now this person's dealing with a little bit of insecurity, but they're working on it. So they have healing to go through, and I feel like you probably want to be able to work on that as well. So there's a time before you meet each other. That's why we have the emphasis on divine timing, for you all to get a little bit of wisdom and get into a better place. But then we have a relationship. So I feel like there's a serious relationship with somebody who has really good intentions, but I do feel like you have to reject someone who is unhealed. This is like an attractive person who is really fun to be around, but you can tell that they're not serious. Do not waste your time with that person because it delays the relationship you're meant to be in with this King of Cups. So you have a choice between somebody who would just like automatically break your heart. They are not serious. Or someone that would treat you right. You might have to choose, I'm choosing myself instead of this person that I know would be toxic. And then you learn about the King of Cups. But you have to choose to not go with this Queen of Wands in the reverse who would be unreliable. So I don't feel like this is like very near future. I feel like it's probably later next year. But you have a little bit of impact on the timeline based on your healing and the forgiveness that you're going through, how you work on what's going on around you. If there's someone that you need to forgive, I would encourage you to do that. You don't even have to talk to somebody to forgive them. You can just say, I forgive that person. Let it go. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Thank you for hyping the video if you're able to, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.